Well, I'm going to work in the shop today. I promise this will be the last of the tank video molding stuff. But I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see how this thing comes apart. How it all transpires. I've got I was commissioned to make a couple of tanks. It ended up turning out being 4 tanks. So this is the 6-ounce that's done. This is the 5-ounce that needs to be plumbed and the cap put on. This will get done today. Well, it won't get done till tomorrow because I got to put the tubing in it, let it dry, then put the end cap on, let it dry, and see. Then I have a 2¼ ounce tank to do, and a 3¼ ounce tank. Well, this is what I needed for the 3¼ And once you do this stuff, you'll know that you can't just do it for one tank. You got to do it. All this stuff takes so long to do. So we'll show you how this all comes apart. I don't feel like using that big hammer. I'll use this one. That is the power of chem lease. It's good stuff. So I need to get the bolts out of this. I don't have a drift up here, so we'll use a screwdriver. Yeah, these things are stuck in there. I'm going to do this on the chair. I want to break my glass on the table. Ouch. So, the top come off there. This came out. We won't be working on this on this this particular go around. I just wanted to get this out, make sure that I had it. And another good mold. See? Slick as hell. Beauty miss. That'll get cut up into 2 tanks. Then we have the end caps, which are hopefully these come out okay. Hopefully these come out okay. You know, it's a good thing that I have this to keep me occupied because I was waiting on wood. I'll show you the wood I got. Because this Aries that I'm building, I want it super light. And I didn't have any light 1/2 inch. There we go. Now we got to do is cut and trim all this stuff up. And I got a couple of sets of these done. If I could mix a small batch, I would probably go ahead and just make a couple of end caps, but I don't mix any less than 50 grams. And it would only take 10 grams maybe to do that. So we got that. Let's throw this out. I got a new epoxy mixing book over there. I haven't even got done with this one. So let me be Mr. Rogers and take off my cardigan. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Please don't be my neighbor, especially if you're a dope dealer. Yeah, we'll keep that because we got to solder. So. Okay, let's talk wood. I needed a piece a 1/2 inch. Believe it or not, this is all 4-pound wood. Not 5-pound, 4-pound. Everybody always asks me, where'd I get my wood? Well, you can get wood, but you got to be willing to pay the premium. The day of $1.50 1/2 inch sheets is gone. I'll give you the weight on this 1/2 inch, and you can look it up and see if I'm lying. These are wingtips and center ribs. Oh, that's nice. Let's see if it's straight. Looks pretty good up to about right here, so this is good. We can work with this. This piece of wood weighs 78 grams. So you tell me what pound of wood is it? So we'll get 2 wingtips out of this for the Aries, 1, 2, and I'll get 4 center ribs out of this for the beam. The rest of this is flap wood and rudder wood. So here's the 1/4 inch. Wait a minute, these aren't the quarters. got 5/16 instead. Maybe I didn't order quarter. Oh well, we'll sand down 5/16 to 1/4 inch, I guess. They were just smashed together so much they look like quarter. We got some good flap wood though. I think this has to be metric. Nope. It ain't metric, it's standard. So we're going to get back on the Aries project shortly here. But I got to get this last customer tank done. I got 2 more orders, but I won't make you sit through those because they don't have to be ready till Brodax. But I'm going to do these other 2 jobs in conjunction with what I'm doing today. So like I say, this will be the last tank video. And that's what happens when you have obligations. You got to take care of that instead of doing what you want. I guess we can use this for one more pour. I got a new one over there. Okay, so now I need to figure out how we're going to plumb this one. I got some real good annealed copper tube that I could bend with no problem. The problem is the wall thickness is different than this. So we gotta anneal this. So we're gonna do this 5-ounce tank here. And I'm not gonna pressure test them until I get them all ready to go, because that's a mess. Getting the water out and all that other stuff. But I've taken my time on these, and I pretty much believe that I've done a good job. You know what? Let's do that with a 16th first. Pilot hole. let's do this. I guess we can put the tape up there. I gotta do it right. I know you guys don't learn much from this type video, but as I apologize for it, I gotta do it. I got to do it. Now, what just happened to that 1/8" bit? I had it right here. Hopefully it didn't fall off the bench. Son of a bitch. You guys see what happened to that bit? It was right here. Oh, aggravating. There it is. There it is. Okay, let's see what they're saying here. I need some sandpaper. 180. Like the channel, thank you. Afternoon, we learn from every video you stream. Yeah, okay. May be considered mundane or boring, but still. Good afternoon. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and all that good stuff. Now, what happened to the 180? Oh, there it is. Time for another roll of this. Time for another roll. Now break the shine. We don't need no stinking leaks. Oh, shit. Okay, let's see what happens here. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. That one's shit. This one is good. Okay, what do we got here? I'll just mark it here. Mark it there. Give her a half. And we'll give her 5/8. We'll give her 5/8. Okay, so we're gonna let's cut it first. We'll cut it first, then bend it, then wrap it and goober it. Cut it, wrap it, goober, clamp it. I think I'm gonna have to put a new disc on this soon. It's starting to wear down pretty thin, pretty short. Hot, hot, hot. Steve, did you get your stunt hanger shirt yet? Oh, there's my other cutoff wheel. Now on this tank, this is the part that gets me on these tanks here, is this ending in the middle. It's pretty tough to get together. But that's how he wants it. And then I got to try something on those tanks there that I've never done, and that's coming in from the side. And we'll hope that that works. But Okay. You got me. You got me. So we need to anneal this piece. This piece goes here. So we need to anneal it. Let's get the torch. See if I can't burn myself. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to get some more gas here shortly. Wow. So we need 1 inch there. Yeah, I got 2 back prints and 2 front prints. I wish I could get pocket tees like I used to get, but I can't. The only way we'll get pocket tees is if I do it, and I ain't doing it. Not again. So how many are we going to get out of this? I need 3 1/4. So we get 3 1/4. I'll make this 3 5/8. And then this tank here will be 4 ounces. So I'll get 2 tanks out of this, 3 1/4 and 4 ounces. So then I got to make some more caps. While we're waiting for that to cool, give me a second. I'm gonna cut this booger off the end. You can see why it has the booger on the end, so I can pound it through the mold. Three and a quarter and 4 is 7 1/4. So we got 6. 7. Yeah, we got just enough for a 3 1/4 and 4 ounce tank out of that. I don't suspect there'll be many 4 ounce buyers, but somebody might want it for classic. Okay, let's see if we can bend this down. have this marked for a bend right there. I could have choked up on it a little bit. Oh, so nice. See, if you don't anneal it, you'll get a kink in it, and we can't have no kinks. Damn. This hole's a little big. I have to boogie some JB Weld in it. But not that it would matter. The customer would say, hey, it's off center. Whatever. Okay, so now I need to cut this at 1 inch. So I need to cut just a smidgen off of it. 1/8 of an inch. Eighth of an inch. Okay, that goes good. So we're gonna end. Shit, I gotta re-anneal this because I gotta bend it again. Didn't take long to inspect that. Hot, hot, hot. You know, I think I'll just JB Weld that instead of solder it. I think I can wrap it tight enough. Solder, JB Weld, and wrap is a little overkill. That way I can get it to twist in there and it won't be so damn hard to get in. Because I suspect this will be even harder to do than the 6 or whatever that was. The big one. This 6 ounce. Yeah. I suspect it'll be even harder. This thing overall is 5 1/8 long. And that gives you 5 ounces. That one's 6 1/8 long. It gives you 6 ounces. Okay, let's see if it's going to bend here. piece of tape on that. Yeah, this is different. Things that make you go, hmm. So we're going to need to twist this. Oops, too far. There we go. And we'll cut that off right there. So these two things line up. So I cut that there. Cut that there. And put the bend right there. And we're going to wrap right there. I wish I could wrap it and then cut it, but I'd stand a chance of cutting a hole in the other tube. That would not be good. So we'll cut it and then wrap it. Then we got the tube for there. Beautiful. All right, that goes there and that goes there. JB weld to go on there. And we'll wrap it. So we got the wrap right here. Yeah, I'm not going to solder this one. It was just too difficult to get in with no slip. Had zero slip and I had to bend the crap out of it to get it in there. No good. Where's my wire cutters? It'll be fine. Shit, no wire cutter. Oh, they're there. I think I better order another. Some more wire cutters. They want $51 for the wire cutters that I ruined. I think I only paid $34. when I bought them new. And I knew better than to try to cut piano wire with them. Where are my compound cutters? I haven't seen them in a while. My little bolt cutters. I know I didn't take them to work. Now the most important part of these tanks is getting your uniflow parallel with the pickup. Because you can put the pickup anywhere. It can be on the top, on the side, but that uniflow better be in the center of the tank. Of course, along with the pickup, it needs to be in the center of the tank, but it can come out anywhere. And I'm going to prove that to you when I make them profile tanks. Because it's another strange request, plumbing-wise. So here we go. We got this. God, these are shit, these pliers. Now let's see if it'll go in, test fit. Boogie weld. That should slide real good. Okay, we need my forceps. We need these. And these. Somehow I put this in the wrong spot. Oh well. We'll live with it. There it is. And this you motherfucker. There it is. There we go. Yeah, maybe we have to solder it. Okay, so I need to put a whoop in it going that way. It's gotta go. Let's see here. If I clamp them straight, this has got to go up and then back. And then that way. Maybe. Boy, plumbing, what a bummer. This is tough. Tough to do. Okay, there's that. And this goes forward and gets clamped right. I just got to make sure I can do this before I put any glue on it. Good afternoon. If I can't do it, and then there's a bit, I mean, I know I can do it because I did it on one tank already, but I'm trying it a different way to see which way was easier. Ain't none of them easy. Get my free Hardly Freight flashlight out. Nope, I got it screwed up. I guess the only way is to go ahead and solder it on there. So that's what we'll do. We ain't gonna fight it. Now, I guess I want to cut it. I want to solder it forward and cut it after I get it marked, I guess. Because if I go the other way and end up too short, I'm in trouble. So let's move it forward 1/8 of an inch and expect that we're going to have to cut 1/8 off the end of it here. Man, what a pain in the ass. Love that taste. Nasty. Oh yeah, that acid taste. I want to give me some non-coated wire because that wire's got shellac or varnish on it or something. There it is. That's good enough. That'd be good enough. Hotsy totsy. Let's see. We got defluxing paste here. Let me go add some more water. Well, it'll be all right. It's good enough. It'll be good enough. Anytime you solder, especially with Stay Bright, make sure you neutralize the acid. Not so much on copper, but if you if you solder washers on piano wire or whatever, if you don't do that, it'll be a rusted mess. Yeah, this wire's got varnish on it because it didn't hardly melt the varnish off of it all. But we did get them. I did get them soldered really well, so good enough. So let's see how we're doing now. I've already succumbed, and I'm going to get in there. Then I'm going to have to cut the end off here. Probably 1/8 of an inch. bent over that way some more. Gotta come this way some more. We'll try it there. Oh joy. See, it'd be easy if this was a metal tank. That way you could fish it from this side and fish it from this side, but and then glue the cap on the end, seeing that it's one piece carbon. This is just the first time. I gotta do it twice. So it's leaning, it's way over there. We gotta do it twice. Here we go, we're getting close. Nope, gotta bend it some more. So that's the way that is. So this needs to go up like that. This needs to go like that. I might get it. I'm gonna make an ultralight tank. When I mean ultralight, I do mean I'm gonna try to make a 6-ounce tank for a ½ ounce. I'm not gonna use the carbon mat. I'm just gonna use the fiberglass. And it probably won't last, but it'll be light. Because I really don't think there's any need for this carbon fiber. Other than somebody say, I got a carbon fiber. Whatever. Here we go. Let's give her a whirl. I'm having a heck of a time. Why? plumbing. Yeah. We ain't doing this twice. I'm gonna just do it this once. Get it in there and be done. We'll glue it from there. It is. God, what a pain in the ass. Okay, so now that's in there. I mean, the actual way to do it would be to glue this, let it dry overnight, glue the one side, then pull this over. But we're not going to do that. We're going to see just what I thought. Now I'm too short. Son of a bitch. I'm always too short. Plumbing system is just stupid. Come on. Let's see, if I do this, I bend this forward, that gives me a little bit. How much do I get? Nope. 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 Almost makes me want to. I can't do that, so can forget that idea. Got to come out. Got to move that joint forward. I thought it'd be closer than what it is, but it ain't. Might have to just cut that off and get it out of there and redo it all together. This joint's got to get moved forward a long ways. I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Just remake it. Just remake it. I'll leave the damn thing so long it'll have to work. wonder if that's an annealed tube. I don't think so though. Copper tube. Designed by all hobby trains. It's not annealed. Come on, KNS. So we're going to leave this one long. No, let's anneal it first. We need to bend 1 inch from the end. You guys should have been seen when I did this at Devers with a acetylene torch. It went it just melted right off. It was not good. So we're going to go to the first line here instead of the second. That's what I ended up cutting that off. So we'll go right there to that line. That was funny. So this tube here is going to get left long on both ends so that I can't miss. Hotsy-totsy. Ah, damn. Didn't take long to inspect that. Come on, I got to get going here. We've been on over an hour already. That's what we'll do. We'll bend it by hand in the box. So we need it. We need it right here. Yeah, you know, you see these videos and they spend 15 minutes on the video, and I don't know how many hours I got on each tank, but it's probably, I don't know, 4 hours probably. Now everybody thinks that quenching anneals. It doesn't. It hardens. So you heat it up till it's red hot and let it glow. Let it cool. You know, it's glowing. Let it cool naturally, and that'll be the softest state that metal can be in. If you start quenching it with water and oil and sand and all you're doing is hardening it, making it brittle. And if you want to harden something like a knife edge, you get it glowing red hot and you quench it in water and put it back in the forge and get it glowing red hot, quench it in oil, and then put it back in the forge, and then you quench it in sand and you let it cool till it's cool to the touch. Then you can sharpen. It'll be sharp as your ass, boy. And then after that's done, you put it in the oven and let it cook for at 400 degrees for ever, however, and that's how you case harden it. Okay, let's try to do this in the tank so I have no mistakes. I don't want to do it twice. I already did it twice. I don't want to do it 3 times. Okay. Need to hold that straight. That's a damn different look than the other one. Make sure it's gonna work. Yeah, we can tweak that when it cures. That's out a little bit. Yep, that's gonna do it. So cut it off right there. At least now I know how to do this custom bending. Well, just put it in a tank and force it where it needs to go, and that the bend, even if it looks goofy, is the way it goes. So we want to wrap this and solder in the middle. So how are we going to do here? So we'll put it there right in the middle, and that way we know we got enough on each end. Just wait till little copper's off, no big deal. I can't believe the price of this shit they're getting. It's unreal. I still got some wood, some 16th inch, 4-inch wide wood that has a price tag of 23 cents a sheet. Shit. If you could get that for $8 now, you'd be lucky. I think there's 7, but you get the drift. Okay, we're going to put this right in the middle. Man, them pliers are terrible. Okay.
You online?
Yes.
Let me know when you get up.
What do you need?
Today is Wednesday. It's Lent.
Oh.
We're going to church tonight.
Okay, have fun. Okay, so what we got here, I think this is going to work. I mean, I'm going to have to take it out and cut it, but before I solder it, I'll try inserting it. But I think she's going to work. It's kind of got to work. Today is Lent. Nope, ain't got none. Okay, we're going to get it in there now. Of course not.
Every Wednesday till Easter.
Today is Lent. I think we got it. Wouldn't be so bad, but this tank is so short. There we go, got that. We hold that there. Yeah, and I'll be able to manipulate that with a piece of wire. 332 wire. Did I have that out here already? Things that make you go, I kind of hate to cut that until I got it on there. I know I got it on there good. Okay, let's solder it up, see what happens. I think it's going to be, I don't know, better not solder it because I won't be able to twist it. I'll just put JB Weld on top of it. Top and bottom. But what I need is a piece of wire to go in there to hold that uniflow parallel. My scrap wire bin. That's all thread. That'll probably break, so we don't want to do that. There's a piece right here, maybe. This is brass. That'll bend. That's brass. Here we go. That'll work. It's a fish. It's a fishy. It's a fish. Perfect. Stick that in there and pull that down. Not too far. There we go. We'll hold that there. Yep, we're going to go ahead and solder it. I think it'll work just as is. It keeps rolling around on there. And then I can smash it together. Shit, I got more than 5 hours in this tank. And that don't include the dry time. That's all right. This gentleman will have something nobody else has got. I ain't doing it again. It's gonna get plumb my way next time. That acid taste is terrible. Okay. Now I can be pretty confident once it's in there that I can mark it and it'll be exactly where it needs to be when I cut it off. I might build one of these tanks for myself, plumbed like this, just to see what the difference is. See if maybe the cutoff's better when, maybe you can do a cutoff loop. My tank you can't do a cutoff loop with because it's out of fuel when it's out of fuel. I mean, it sucks every drop out of it. If you still got fuel in it, it's still running. But I could see the usefulness in a cutoff loop. Okay, so let's pull that closer. The lineman plier. Now, hopefully it goes back in there without a problem. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. I got that other one to do it pretty easy because it was an inch longer. Yeah, you dog. Come on. Come on. Get up in there. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. That's one. Yeah. See, when it's not soldered, it rotates. And it makes it easy to get in there, or easier to get in there. But now that it's soldered, it's stiff. But it really needs to be stiff because that thing can't move in there. I bet the metrics on this video is going to be total crap. Come on, get over there. Shit, I might need to get a screwdriver in there and force it over. Come on. There'd be no way you could see inside here because I can't hardly see inside here, so there it is. Whew. Now I gotta mark it, take it out, cut it, and do it again. There it is. Yep, it's the right word. Maybe I can do it without taking it out. I'm gonna put this wire and I'm not gonna burn my thumb doing this. So it's gonna get cut off just before that. About even with the tank there. God, I can't believe I did it. All I gotta do now is clean it up here. Stick it out this way a little bit. Man, amazing what you can do when you're in a pinch. Get over there. It's lint. Okay, JB Weld coming up. Let's see, how did that turn out? Perfect. So let me get a close up of this and I'll show you. Okay, we'll go to this camera here. Let me pull it down. This is how you want Uniflows set up. And we go to this camera here. All right, I don't know if we can zoom in anymore or not. Let's see here. You can't see it. Too dark in there. I know. Get the flashlight. Okay, if you look in there, you see how the tube is right up against the wall. Let's see here. And the Uniflow down in there is parallel with the tank. It's right straight across from the pickup. That is what your engine runs on. It doesn't run on the pickup. It runs on the Uniflow. So now I can put some JB Weld on this and get this thing set up to go in there. I think I'll do that off camera. Hour and a half, the metrics are going to be terrible on this video. Any questions on Uniflow plumbing? If that is not right, the tank will not operate right. And when I put the JB Weld in there, I mean, this is a couple of thousands too low right now. I will take the wire and force it down even a couple of thousands, you know. You can always shim for it, but it's better to start off on an equal plane. So let's see if we can pull that down. It's only a couple thousands, but yep, there it went. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Whew, what a pain in the ass. Alrighty. Please like, subscribe, share. I'll see you later. She's went to church, so I got time, but I've been talking for an hour and a half straight here. Can't do it anymore. And the metrics will be shit on this video. So we'll see you after a bit. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.